Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another
Hello,
episode.
everybody. TikTok intro ba ito?
Yeah.
So for this week's episode, we are talking about our passion and how we can monetize it. Kasi nga, when we talk about our passion, usually these are things that make us happy, which we do willingly, na talagang something that excites us. Pero, syempre, sometimes mamahalin din tong mga passions na to. So, we want them to pay for themselves. Now, the question is, should we monetize our passion? If yes, how do we do that? And if no, bakit?
Ako, ang thoughts ko dyan, if monetizable naman talaga yung passion, why not monetize it? Pero it doesn't necessarily mean na kunwari ito yung passion mo, ito lang ang pwede mong gawin sa buhay mo. Kasi I have to break the myth na isa lang dapat ang passion mo, lalo as an entrepreneur. But no, you can be a multi-passionate human being. Like me, ang dami kong gustong ganap sa buhay, ang dami kong gustong gawin, ang dami kong gustong mangyari. I just want to try out so much things just to make sure na kung ano yung magsistick talaga sa akin. Tsaka gano'n naman talaga how to find your passion. You have to try a lot of things before you tell yourself na, hey, eto yung gusto kong passion sa ngayon. And again, your passion changes along the way and it's okay. So number one, ayun nga, yes, if mamomonetize mo naman talaga siya. No, if alam mo yung tipong tatalikuran mo na ang lahat para magre-resign ka na sa trabaho mo, sa lahat ng mga iba mong ginagawa para lang dito na hindi pa stable. Kasi for me, it's just not really practical na talikuran ko ang lahat kahit may responsibilidad ako dahil sabi ng Camp Confidence, I need to follow my passion and monetize it. No, it's not practical. It's a no. If anything, you can add it to your streams of income.
Yeah, yun nga. Sometimes, di ba, we think na our 9 to 5 is the only way to earn, but instead of like choosing between your day job and your passion, maybe if there's a way to do it, add it to your streams of income. Kasi, yun nga, like, I was watching this episode today. I was watching this YouTube video earlier today by Ready to Adult PH. And she was discussing, like, the different streams of income. Actually, like, I watched 3 videos by 3 different creators earlier this morning about streams of income. Kasi, yun nga, like some of these things will be giving you just a little bit of extra money on the side, but at the end of the day, if you're happy doing it anyway, tapos meron namang opportunity to monetize, why not monetize it, right? So to me, my answer for this question would be yes and no. Like you can and you should monetize your passion if it's something that needs to sustain itself. Kasi may mga passion tayo, diba, na medyo expensive, na medyo expensive not just sa funds, but also expensive sa time. If it's gonna take up a lot of your time, might as well pagkakitaan mo na since enjoy mo naman siya enough. Ngayon, for me, for example, I guess an example would be YouTube. Because editing takes a lot of time, conceptualization ng videos, it takes a lot of effort and energy. So, it needs to pay for itself at some point. Kasi when I'm spending that much time doing that, hindi ako kumikita kasi kailangan ko rin naman ng kabuhayan, diba?
Totoo.
So, if it's something that it needs to pay for itself, then yes, find a way to monetize it. Now, for the no naman, if it's going to take away the joy dun sa ginagawa mo, then don't do it na. Alimbawa, for me, I guess, if climbing, I don't think kaya ko i-monetize yung climbing as a passion because, I'm not exactly an athlete, like an elite athlete for it. Parang, if I need to train for it, if I have like very, very hard goals for it, I don't think I'll enjoy it as much. So, in those cases, I'm happy to spend on it without getting any monetary value in return. Because I just do it because I like it and I have fun doing it. So, I think we can be multi-passionate and we can have many different passions, but it's up to us to decide which ones need monetization and which ones can stay just as a hobby.
Totoo. Siguro yung ganyan ko, yung hobby ko ngayon is number one, yoga. Kasi I love doing yoga. I'm a super inflexible human being. You do not have any idea how inflexible I am. But I really enjoy doing it. I mean, it helps me physically, it helps me mentally, and I love it so much. It's one of my passions. And as of now, tanggap ko siya na sa ngayon ay hindi ko siya mamamonetize dahil, alam mo yun, parang yoga, inflexible human being, how can I monetize that? So, yun, as of now, I am self-aware that I cannot monetize it as of the moment. Yeah, pero ano nga, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I mean, you don't have to be like an instructor level, diba, to enjoy it. Hindi naman kailangan ganun eh.
Totoo.
You can just enjoy it for what it is.
Parang let's not rob ourselves with the happiness with our passions, diba? So, ayun. Pero ikaw, ano ba, how did you monetize naman your passions? Ano yung mga passions na namo-monetize mo as of the moment?
I think ever since, parang focus na ako sa idea na I want to be able to do what I love for a living. Kasi hindi ko talaga, I don't know, I feel ko opposite tayo in this sense. Kasi diba ikaw, your goal was to be a career woman. I mean, hotelier, you had goals to climb the corporate ladder. Whereas with me, I never wanted to do that. And my goal was really to be able to monetize my passion because I want to do that every single day. And by that, I mean content creation, hosting, creating my own stuff, creating my own videos. I want to be able to monetize that. Pero kasi, so kwento, story time, it took me 5 years to be able to say na I am earning enough from YouTube and social media to call it like a stream of income. Kasi before, I would earn money from AdSense, for Google AdSense. For those of you who are not familiar pala, by the way, with the monetization model of YouTube, we earn money through ads. So every time you see an ad before a video, we earn a little bit from that. And it took me a long time bago ako magkaroon ng consistent income na monthly. Kasi before, meron kaming threshold na kailangan you reach $100 in revenue before they release the money. So to me, it would take like months before.
Yeah.
So hindi ko siya makonsider na, alam mo yun, pagkakakitaan talaga. It's like more of a bonus for me. Every few months, meron ako extra money to treat myself. Pero it wasn't a dependable source of income. So, medyo nawalan talagang ng pag-asa because I kept thinking to myself, Diyos ko, paano ako magkakaroon ng viewers ng ganito? Like, I don't know what's gonna change sa content ko. I don't know. As in, like, I kept trying to change things up. I would do travel videos. I would do beauty videos. But I didn't really understand what I was doing. Wala akong niche eh. Kasi, di ba, with yours, you were always about sustainability and zero waste, your imperfect zero waste journey. Ako, I did not have that. Wala talaga akong ganun na I couldn't create consistently.
Morena and travel and strong independent woman. Ganun.
Ang layo kaya nila. Ang
it's
layo
lifestyle.
Nila.
Okay.
That's true. Parang the fact na I couldn't pinpoint kung ano talaga yung topic ko, that made it hard for me to make it a real job. So, what I did was, I just did it for fun. I mostly did it for myself eh. Tapos, yun, with TikTok. TikTok really changed the game for me. Alam niyo naman, guys. Alam niyo naman nangyari sa TikTok, diba? So, I started last December. And this is why I say na it took me 5 years. Kasi, after 5 years, na-discover ko yung TikTok and what it could do for me as a creator. And what it did was, inintroduce niya ako to a lot more people. Because now, the good thing I like about TikTok is, you can create content. It's only 60 seconds or less. Tapos, ipapakita ka pa nila sa strangers. So people will literally scroll through your content as opposed
Right.
to YouTube na people need to know you, people need to want to click on the thumbnail. Paano hindi ka magaling sa thumbnail, di ba?
Oo.
It's hard.
Oo.
Hindi din naman ako, like clickbaity person.
Right.
So, ayun. With TikTok, it finally helped me reach my audience. As in, like, the right people. I think it allowed me to reach the right people. And after 5 years of creating videos for nothing and for myself, I think I was able to adapt what I learned then to
Right.
what I'm doing now. And finally,
Totoo.
nagkaroon na ako ng
Tsaka I
ng
think yung
opportunities.
YouTube mo was parang it's a stepping stone, it's a practice for you. Kasi 'di ba, if you look at your first ako, if I look at my first ever YouTube video, it's so awkward na parang I can't even look at the camera correctly. Tapos ang dami kong pikit-pikit, ang dami kong ganun. Parang ano ba? I think yung content creation mo was kumbaga yun nga, parang piniprep ka with TikTok na eto na, lumaki ka na. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba, before success, parang maraming jump start na nagaganap. Like sa roller coasters, 'di ba? Before ka mapunta sa peak, sobrang bagal ng pag-akyat. 'Di ba? Tapos
Very, very much.
'di ba? So parang ganun, kailangan ng maraming jump starts in terms of passion. Lalong-lalo na kung gusto mo siyang i-monetize. Na parang okay, when I decide na shocks, kailangan kong magde-decide ako ngayon how to monetize my TikTok. So kakaririn ko siya. Kasi minsan 'di ba, parang we give up easily na okay, nakaka 100 videos na ako pero wala pa ring nangyayari. Pero what if yung 101st video mo yung mag-blow up? 'Di ba? Kasi I remembered your story. Parang TikTok story mo din yun na parang it was just a normal day na pinaka-tinatamad kang mag-show up sa TikTok to sobrang nag-blow up. What if ganun din sa inyo? Yun. So, tiyaga lang
It
talaga.
really
Super
is
tiyaga.
about that. Tsaka like with everything you do, you learn a little bit more about yourself. You learn a little bit more about how you operate as not just a person but like as a business. So dun ko na-realize na kung ano talaga works for me and works for my audience. And even though it took me a long time, I was so happy na it was always rooted in my passion for storytelling. So, hindi naman siya nasayang. Kasi, pinasaya niya naman ako sa sarili ko. So,
Totoo.
even though wala akong kinita dun at first, masaya naman ako in general. Because I wasn't really doing it for the money. I was doing it for the enjoyment of it. Although I
Right.
have to say, parang it's still a privilege to be able to have time and energy
Yes.
to work on your passion na wala siyang balik sa'yo. So I guess if there's something na lang, ito na lang, if there was something na I wish I knew while I was starting para mapaikli yung process na yun for me, I wish I was clear about my intention. Kasi before, I wasn't really clear sa intention ko. Sabi ko, I just wanna create videos for fun, for myself. So kung ganun yung mindset ko, hindi talaga ako kikita doon. Because I was telling myself na hindi ko naman gusto pagkakitaan. Pero kung from the get-go, sinabi ko na talaga, okay, this is something that I want to monetize. Then I can treat it as a business. And then I can treat it strategically the way I treat my actual business. So kung early on pa lang, sineryoso ko yung content planning, sineryoso ko yung schedule, the same way we did with Camp Confidence.
Oh my gosh. Oo, grabe talaga. Ang saya-saya na, oh my gosh, finally we can monetize Camp Confidence because initially, sobrang passion project talaga namin to ni Ayn na parang, okay, we use this as a reset for the week. Tapos parang, ah, ang pinaka naging change ang pinaka naging change is we had to be strategic with everything we do, with everything we put out. We have to be mindful kung ano bang content natin ngayon. Kasi dati parang days
Kung ano lang
before,
maisipan.
kung ano lang maisip, days before saka lang kami mag-isip, ano kayang topic natin? Okay, sige, magtanong tayo sa community, ganun. Ngayon, parang everything is laid out kasi ang goal talaga namin is to put camp confidence out there na parang this deserves to be heard. This show deserves to be heard by people. So, yun, parang, yun nga, pinlano talaga natin. Hindi lang siya ganun-ganun lang.
Grabe, and the moment kasi you decide na this is something you want to take seriously, the results will also be serious. Kasi nga, you are treating it as a proper job. And sitting in ko rin, like one of the things, nung nag-start tayo mag-commit, we committed to hiring hands. Hi, hands.
Ay, oo nga. Iba yung commitment namin.
Oo. Wala eh. Meron ng third team member. Hindi na kami pwede magpa-chika-chika lang.
True. Hindi pwedeng petiks na lang. Ako din actually, dati, I was just doing YouTube for fun. Actually, challenge siya sa akin. It was a challenge kasi alam mo naman na yun, madam, na I am not really confident about how I speak. So, hindi ako masyadong ganun ka eloquent. Hindi ako, alam mo yun, parang I used to be so shy. I used to stutter a lot. I mean, I still stutter up until now. But it has improved so much ever since that first YouTube video. Kasi si Josh, ako talaga takot akong to put myself out there kasi natatakot ako na baka may bashers, baka ganito, ganyan. Parang sobrang negative ng thinking ko about content creation and putting myself out there. Tapos si Josh, parang sabi niya, no, you have to challenge yourself. You have parang it's do the world a favor and be out there. Ganun. So parang sige, kahit nahihiya ka, film mo lang yung sarili mo every day, tapos tingnan mo, i-assess mo kung ano yung mga pwede mong palitan, ano ba. Dati nga na-offend ako kapag sinasabi niya, bakit ang stiff mo sa video, ganun. Tapos parang yun pala, parang I took it personally, pero ina-assess lang pala niya ako. So, parang ngayon, I took it into heart na, okay, I need to improve this, ganyan. And now, I can honestly say, I'm still not perfect. I still have a lot of things to improve on. Pero, I got better, definitely. I have been doing YouTube for 3 years na ata. And, I am just 4,000 subscribers as of now. But I love my subscribers. And you know what? With that, kahit maliit yung amount ng subscribers ko, I get speaking engagements from it. And I got camp confidence because of it. Sa YouTube ako nakita ni Madam Ayn. So what if I didn't do that? What if I didn't challenge myself to do YouTube? Paano ako makakaland ng paid speaking? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm landing paid speaking engagements. And yun kasi kapag may mga nag-email sa akin, tinatanong ko sila na, saan niyo po ako nakita? Parang how did you find me? Tapos lagi nilang sinasabi na YouTube talaga.
So, I love that.
Ang saya kasi parang technically, wala akong numbers to show people, but the quality of content that you see on my YouTube, wow, nagyabang.
Totoo naman kasi, deserve.
I mean, yun nga, lagi ko rin sinasabi na don't look at your vanity metrics because these are just numbers, but you have to pay attention, be mindful with the kind of content that you put out. Magre-resonate ba to? Is it strategic enough for you to be able to land speaking engagements or kung ano man yung plano mo sa YouTube channel mo? Is this strategic enough? Kunwari, ang gusto mo ay maging sikat na skincare vlogger. Is this strategic enough? Is the content that you put out strategic enough for you to be able to land paid brand deals with skincare? So, yun nga, kung gusto mo talaga seryoso kang i-monetize yung passion mo, kailangan mo ring isipin. You have to look forward. You have to plan and strategize everything. That's also the reason, yun din siguro yung isa sa mga dahilan kung paano ko na-monetize kung paano ko na-build yung mga brands ko. Kasi Lana was born because I was frustrated that I can't find a local skincare brand that time na I would actually enjoy putting on my face. Kasi dati, laging pampaputi, laging pang, alam mo yun, malagkit, ganun. So, I was so passionate about skincare to the point na, teka lang, gawa kaya ako? Kasi, siguro, sa lahat ng mga businesses namin ngayon, it was born out of frustration. Kasi, I think problem solving is one of the passions I can monetize. My passion for problem solving and solving my own problems, I monetized it by building brands. So si Mink, I also got frustrated because I can't seem to find an intimate skincare line that would address my intimate areas. Yung mga hindi nakikita, nasisikatan ng araw. Alam mo yun. So, hence, we created Mink. Talaala naman, I wanted to have a personalized jewelry brand na, alam mo yun, i-gift ko na mafe-feel ng mga tao na, oh my gosh, this is really for me kasi pangalan ko to or picture ng dog ko or whatever. Hence, Talaala was born. With Manila, I wanted to design my I wanted to design different wallpapers. And I also got frustrated kasi wala akong mahanap na label supplier for some reason in the Philippines na affordable pero maganda yung print. So, bili na lang kaya ako ng printer ko tapos inegosyo ko na lang kaya to. So, hence, Manila was reborn. Tas Ambush naman is for guys apparel na parang, alam mo yun, to cater to guys naman. Ay, nako. So, I think yun. Marami talagang mga business ideas na was born out of frustration and out of your passion. And I can really attest na, yes, you can monetize your passion.
Grabe, no? Like, especially if there's a way to do it na, I think also kasi, one of your passions is entrepreneurship itself.
That too. Oh.
I feel like ikaw kasi like the whole branding, the building of a brand, that process excites you, diba? So, buti na lang. I imagine having that as a passion. Talagang, if it's something that makes you happy, then you gotta do it.
Yeah. Favorite ko talaga yung mga initial planning phase, mga nagpipin ng Pinterest. Alam mo yung mga nagpipin ng pegs, nagbe-brainstorm ng ano kayang magandang pangalan or ano kayang magandang logo, ano kayang magandang kulay. It makes me happy. It really makes me happy. Parang may sense of accomplishment ako kapag, nagbuo na natin yung brand guide. Ganun.
Di ba ang saya nila panoorin to see it from like conceptualization, ideation, and then you bring it to life. Tapos makikita mo yung product nasa kamay mo. Parang, kami gumawa niyan. It's so nice. Such a good feeling.
Ay.
Ganyan din yung yung sa akin for Morena the label naman. It was really also out of frustration. Kasi ako naman, I was, alam mo, honestly, hindi ko kasi siya inaccept before as something that I wanted to do. My dream job was to be a magazine editor. I wanted to be a writer, ganyan. Pero I think hindi ko nakita early on. Pero I always had like an entrepreneurial bone in my body. Kasi my first business, I was 16 years old, na I sold t-shirts. Nakakatawa. I sold t-shirts. Literally, kung anong ginagawa ko ngayon, yun din ginawa ko 10 years ago.
Hey.
Na I created statement tees for this band. Kasi yung friends ko, meron silang banda. Tapos sumali sila sa band competition sa school namin. And then me, being the extra person that I was, I designed a statement t-shirt for them na parang, kasi ang name ng band nila was Nameless. Tapos I made like a oh my gosh, guys. So I made like a t-shirt na nakalagay, no name is cool enough for these girls. Tapos yung letters ng Nameless is nakaibang color. But anyway, big brain energy.
Normal.
Anyway, what I did was, I made like a business. Normal stuff. Ganun lang talaga.
Small things.
So ayun, what I did was, I created deck, like a business proposal to my dad, for my dad. Kasi siya yung first investor ko. Sabi ko, Daddy, meron ako nakikitang opportunity. Magbebenta ako ng t-shirt kasi meron parating na concert sa school. Tapos, gusto ko gumawa ng t-shirt line for them and I think I can earn it back. So sabi ko, okay, this is how much I'm gonna spend. This is how much it's gonna take. So naghanap ako ng supplier sa Divisoria. I went to Divisoria, pinaprint ko yung t-shirt, ganyan. Tapos binenta ko sa school. Well, sa Facebook pa nga to eh. I uploaded this on Facebook. Tapos, alam mo yon, like may presyo dun sa baba. Like 250 pesos. Mura pa dati yung t-shirt eh. Tapos, those days. Tapos patago pa ako kasi bawal magbenta sa school namin. So I would do like the transaction online.
Yeah.
And then they can just pay me cash in person. Parang de-deliver ko na lang.
Totoo.
Tapos, ayun, nakakatawa. Kasi then, sabi ko, one day when I have my office, I'm gonna frame this first t-shirt design because it's gonna be like iconic.
This is where I started.
I should get that framed. This is where I started talaga. Tapos, ay, grabe, naloka ako. Kasi, like, even today, sometimes I would see pictures of my friends. Like, pag nakapambahay sila, suot nila yung t-shirt na yun. So, parang, oh my God, that's how I started.
I love
it. Grabe talaga. Pero yun nga, Morena the label was born from... Kasi meron akong previous experience doing that. Kasi matagal na akong nagpe-print ng t-shirt, nagbebenta ng t-shirt. Tapos, nung I found like something that I really wanted to wear. Kasi as a frustrated, proud Morena, I just wanted something that showed that pride effortlessly for me. So, I wanted to create t-shirts for myself originally na parang ako like, proud Morena represent, ganyan. Anything sassy na I wanted to wear. Para sa videos ko, may susuotin ako na proud Morena t-shirt. But then I realized, I shouldn't limit this to just myself. Malay mo naman, some other people might like it, might want to wear it. So that's why I decided to go the t-shirt route. Kasi nga, when I was younger, like 10 years before that, I was already doing it. So parang ako, okay, I'll create merch for Morena. Morena the label. The Morena community. Tapos, ayan na siya. Naging business na siya. Originally, I wasn't going to monetize it kasi nga, it felt kind of weird having to sell advocacy stuff. But the thing is, if I don't do it, somebody else will anyway, maybe in the far future. Pero since I was already talking about it and I do believe na people are going to want to show off their confidence through merch and through clothing, why not do it? Like, I don't think there's anything bad with that. And the feedback that we get from our community talaga. As in, may mga tao nagsasabi na, oh my gosh, grabe, feeling ko ang ganda-ganda ko pag suot ko yung statement shirts na parang hindi nila ako pwede, awayin. Like, they can't bully me for it because I'm proudly wearing it already. So, yun talaga yung reason why we do all of this. And it's just so exciting na I get to call it my job. Ay,
oh my gosh. You are your dream self now.
Well, not completely, but always working towards it. I think,
Yes, it's a work in progress.
Madam, when I think about always, yung remember the future me, ideal self versus present self exercise na ginawa natin? Para kasing my ideal self keeps evolving.
Totoo.
When I was younger, meron akong idea ng Ayin na gusto ko maging. And now that I'm more or less her, I can see now yung mga places where I can still improve. Ang dami ko pang gusto syempre baguhin. And now I can create an even better version that makes more sense.
I think we should do that. An updated ideal me. Sige. Sige, let's do that. Sige.
Take notes. We'll do that as a future episode.
Okay, sige.
Kasi parang when we do our manifestos, diba?
May pa-post it. Sige.
May pa-post it. When we do our manifestos, kasi we have this idea na in our head. But as we go along, like things in our lives will inevitably evolve. Nagbabago talaga yung goals natin. Nagbabago yung situation, circumstances. So, nagbabago din yung ideal self. And as we grow older, as we figure out what we're passionate about, nagbabago din yun. And wala lang, it's so exciting for me to always think about that. Parang, growth.
Yeah, I love growth. Even if it's hard. Even if it's excruciatingly hard.
Painful.
I love growth.
Okay, last one on the monetized passion stuff is public speaking for me. You mentioned, diba, na kanina sa YouTube channel ka na discover ganyan for paid public speaking engagements. Hindi ko talaga akalain na this was also gonna be an option for me. Kasi nga, before I used to be shy. Tapos, hindi ko naman nakita, like, what would I talk about na people would pay for?
Exactly.
But
oo.
because...
Ako din, ganyan na ganyan din ako.
Diba? Pero kasi, because we spent time, doing YouTube, still working on our stuff, and like, behind the scenes, public speaking became an extra thing on top of it na naging opportunity. It wasn't something that I wanted to monetize at first, but then when the opportunity came along, I was like, why not? Especially if this is this is for corporate clients. So businesses, ganyan. Pagka school, hindi naman ako nagpapabayad kasi
Same.
it's students. And I was also student leader / organizer ng kung ano ng event at wala kaming budget nun. So I don't really expect students to have budgets now. Pero yun nga, limited lang yung matitake on ko. Pero at the same time, welcome naman ng like corporate opportunity. So guys, if you wanna hire Rizza or me for public speaking engagements,
At Rizza Lana.
drop us an email. Ito na talaga,
Totoo.
guys.
Tsaka, well,
Anyway.
before that, honestly, before rin ako nagkaroon ng speaking engagements, I just wanna put this out there as well, na ang dami ko ring speaking engagements na hindi bayad. Dahil, just because
Same.
Oo, kasi I wanna build my confidence on how I speak. Kasi nga, as mentioned a while ago, unang-una dati, yun, I also resonated with that when you said na I thought, wala naman akong magandang sasabihin. Ano naman, I'm not interesting enough to speak about things na may sense, ganun. So, nung nag-practice ako, at maraming self-awareness talaga. Maraming self-awareness na sino ba talaga ako? Ano yung pwede kong ma-share sa iba na magiging valuable sa buhay nila. So, ayun, number 1 is, unang-una talaga, if you wanna do public speaking, by the way, unang-una, marami ka talagang mga speaking engagements na hindi bayad. Pero it's okay kasi you get to practice, you get to know, ma-assess mo yung sarili mo na saan ba ako pwede mag-improve, ganyan. Tas I also recommend you recording yourself kahit hindi mo siya ipapublish.
Always.
Kasi makikita mo ano yung mga mannerisms mo, saan ka pwede mag-improve, ano yung pwede mong ma-omit, ano yung pwede mong madagdag. Pero yun nga, eventually, if you practice and practice enough, you put in the work, you build your self-confidence, and eventually talaga, it will just happen na magkakaroon na ng mga speaking and engagements. Pero, don't forget to also put yourself out there kasi, yun nga, hindi ka madidiscover kung hindi ka magpapadiscover. Life's not like that.
I love that.
Hindi ka lalapitan ng opportunities kung hindi ka mag-e-effort ipakita yung sarili mo sa madlang people. Madlang people, saan galing?
Sobrang totoo. Sobrang totoo. And can I just say, like, monetization is obviously a good thing, pero at the end of the day, you also gain something even though walang monetization na nagaganap. So, that being said, even if you do public speaking engagements at first for free, you earn a lot of experience, you earn credibility. I think I have a whole clear book of like public speaking certificates na parang ano yung certificate of participation or like of appreciation from events, as in like a clear book. Siguro I did 70 talks before I even began like really charging for it, and I don't really mind kasi I gained so much na in terms of experience na I don't think I could ever pay for that many opportunities. So,
Totoo.
worth it naman.
Your passion projects na hindi pa natin na monetize. Ano yung sa'yo ngayon?
Hindi pa or ayaw i-monetize kasi
Could be ayaw
it's
or
ano
hindi
like
pa.
there are some things kasi merong
Go.
like there are some things now we just don't want to monetize or we just don't want to share with other people or like we don't want extra pressure doon.
Right.
So for me, that would be fitness. First things first kasi iniisip ko before like maybe I should do a content maybe I should do like a TikTok account na just dedicated to fitness or maybe I should
Ayun, pero
create more
fitness.
Exactly. I wanted to create like a YouTube channel or just YouTube content about fitness. Tapos na-realize ko na I enjoy fitness as an individual thing. I don't think it's something that I want to teach people because honestly, so many other people are more qualified than I am. And I just don't feel like I bring value by creating fitness content or engaging in like fitness business ventures, at least for now, because it's just not a part of my life that I'm ready to or
Share.
I don't think I'll ever be ready to monetize that. Yeah. Parang it's just a personal thing. I just do it for myself because it makes me feel good because I like being fit and active. Pero parang hindi ko siya kaya pagkakitaan. What about you?
Ako, aside from yoga, as mentioned a while ago, di ko alam kung na-mention ko na ba to sa ibang episode, pero I have an
Last
affinity. I have an affinity with gel polishes lately, and I love painting my nails. It's just like a mindless pero ang sayang activity for me. It's, alam niyo naman na sobrang self-care nerd ko. And gel polish just makes me feel, look at this color. Red siya, by the way, sa listeners. Hindi okay yung week ko last week. So, I just need to brighten up my day with a red-colored nail. Pero, ayun nga, this is not me. Hindi ako masyadong ma-red person. Pero sabi ko, let's spice up my life by, by painting my nails red. Pero yun nga, I think it's one of my fashions. It's one of my passions na I am not able to monetize yet. Pero let's see. Pero as of now, ang saya ko talaga. Ang dami kong colors as of the moment. Siguro sa ibang na yan. Sa
Do you
TikTok na
plan-
lang. Ha?
Do you plan on monetizing it eventually?
I don't think so as of now. Kasi siguro balang araw magkaka-parlor ako that specializes with nails. Pero,
Organic.
Yeah. Pero
And-
as of now, parang hindi siya smart. Pero, ayun. Let's see. Wala tayong kino-close na doors. But as of now, yes. Gel polish.
What about your zero waste lifestyle or like minimalism? Because I know you're into that and that's something that you're very vocal and passionate about. Do you think that's something that you can monetize? I mean, outside of, kasi I know Mink and Lana and all your brands are very eco-friendly. Pero do you think it's something na you can specifically pursue?
As of now kasi, I see it as income generating kasi I also hold talks, I also hold speaking engagements that talk about zero waste business or sustainability, mindfulness, and minimalism. And I also get may brand deals na, madam. Are you proud of me?
I love it. I'm so proud of you, an influencer.
Oh, grabe. Ayun, by the way, side note kasi, si Ayn yung nagsabi sa akin na you are an influencer. You have the capability to influence people. I-go mo na yung TikTok, karirin mo na yung Instagram, ganun. Anyway, so, ayun nga. So, recently nga, di ba, I got a brand deal from Discovery Channel na about sustainability and eco things. So yun, I think I can categorize it as a monetized passion for me.
Ang ganda. Oo nga, no? Like, indirectly, that is something that you already monetize. And parang you don't even think of it as something na, oh, I need to make money off of this.
Yeah.
It just happens because you are so vocal about it and nagkaroon na lang ng opportunities to do that.
Tsaka napapansin ko din, yung mga brands na nag-reach out are very, alam mo yan, parang sustainable, eco-friendly, ganyan. Tapos parang nakakatawa minsan, nakakatawa na at nakakatuwa na meron na talagang disclaimers na this will be packaged sustainably, no plastic, parang no unnecessary plastic, ganyan-ganyan. Tsaka yun pala, kapag may mga brands na nag-reach out for me, ang una kong tanong is, will this be packaged in plastic? Is it parang disposable? Blah, blah. Yun siguro yung non-negotiable ko in terms of social media posts. Dahil nga, isa yun sa values ko. Kung si Ayin hindi siya magpo-post ng mga anything whitening, hindi ako magpo-post ng anything detrimental to Mama Earth. So,
Environment. Yeah.
So, values.
I love
values.
Talagang when you do something out of passion, hindi mo na lang mamamalayan na the doors are open to expand that even further. And I think that's a good way to go about things. Na parang, yes, we will have our 9 to 5, to keep us alive and well, pero like we always still have that space for what we're passionate about. And who knows kung anong madala niya, 'di ba?
True.
Another thing that I haven't monetized yet, but I really do want to, kasi ito, like, oh my gosh. As you know, I am a lakwachera. I love traveling. Oh my God. Like, alam mo, na-realize ko, madam, in my early 20s, I lived in 4 different cities.
Ang saya.
I lived in, first, I lived in Taft, in Manila. And then I studied in London for like a summer. So I consider that London. I went to London.
London.
I studied for a summer there. So kahit paano, I consider that living kasi nga I had a life, meron akong routine doon, ganyan. Tapos meron akong tinitiran doon. Tapos, 'di ba, I lived in Tokyo the year after. Tapos after nun, I moved to Madrid. Tapos all in between, I was traveling so much, backpacking. Honestly, napatigil lang talaga ako dahil sa pandemic. Yun lang yung reason kung ba't hindi ako nagtatravel.
Totoo.
Pero, this is such an expensive hobby/passion. As in, oh my God. Traveling is so expensive. That's why, hopefully in the future, I get to monetize it after the pandemic is over and it's all safe na and we're, secure again and we can healthily travel. I really want to work with more travel brands, as in like I want to work with airlines, I want to work with outdoor equipment brands. Na I just want to be able to travel and have travel pay for itself. Kasi napapagod na talaga ako.
Okay, at airlines, at travel brands, message na at Ayn Bernos.
Minamanifest ko, madam. I want Deuter. Deuter, hello, baka naman.
Hello.
Deuter. Baka gusto nila ako i-sponsor because I wanna do the Mount Everest base camp hike. So, ayun. That's a dream of mine. And ngayon na, actually, nilet go ko na yung dream na yun nung, like, siguro last year. Kasi parang feeling ko I wasn't healthy enough to do it. Kasi parang, kaso, ayun nung pandemic, bigla akong naging
healthy
fit.
na ako ngayon
So, parang feeling ko, kaya ko na ulit mag-base camp. So, baka naman, like, who knows? It might be possible, but it's so expensive. So, I would need a sponsor to make that happen. But anyway, so yun, traveling is a really, really expensive hobby. But we'll find a way to integrate that into my content ecosystem. Content ecosystem!
My God. I love it.
Para one day, hindi na to mahirap.
Balang araw. Ayan. Ano ba? Meron ba tayong mga tips or maybe mga racket ideas or passion na pwedeng ma-monetize para sa listeners natin? We actually enumerated a couple of passions that can be monetized. What's yours, madam?
So, I guess first things first, since I work in social media, then that's something that I also want to share. Kasi a lot of people ask about, okay, how do I get brand deals? How do I even work on social media? And first of all, like, I think tip number one for this area is to treat it as if it's a business, and as if you have to create content as if you have hundreds of thousands of followers. Kasi,
Totoo.
these things will be seen eventually. And if ang goal mo naman is to be discovered by more people, then you have to start acting like it. So that means meron kang consistent schedule. Dapat lagi ka nag-upload kahit na konti lang nanonood. Dapat, you have a plan, a strategy. You should know what kind of brands you want to attract para you get to work with those brands instead of just accepting everything that is thrown your way. And I think if you're clear as to who you are as a content creator, then it's much easier to monetize that. Kasi brands want to work with creators who know who their audience are and can genuinely and authentically reach who they want to reach. So ayun, I guess it's that. It's like start treating it as a business, and eventually, things will start picking up. And ang ganda talaga nitong opportunity, especially if you're somebody who really wants to tell stories, create content for a living. I thought it was impossible, but it's very possible. So go do it.
I can actually attest to that because as the person on the other side of the fence, as a brand owner, I would look into a social media account na tama ka. Number one, alam ko kung sino yung audience niya, na if I invest on this content creator, will my brand be seen? Kamusta ba yung engagement nito? Ako, honestly kami sa PR department namin, we do not look into the number of followers. We look into the engagement at kung paano ba niya binabrand yung sarili niya. Na if you wanna land, ako, ang tip ko I think is if you wanna land particular brands, you have to act like number one, sure na sure ka sa sarili mo. Number two, ikaw ba yung, kunwari meron kang dream brand, will you be that kind of influencer na kukunin ng brand na yon? Like for example, I dream of Notion sponsoring my YouTube video at Notion HQ.
Please.
So, if I want Notion to sponsor my video, paano kapag nakikita lang ni Notion na puro gaming ang content ko? Will I be able to attract Notion? No. Siguro, I think ganun yung thinking. Kunwari, gusto mo maging skincare enthusiast, gusto mo maging skincare influencer, always make sure to post content about skincare na parang inject your own personality. Parang mag-dash of your personality ka doon. Or actually, baliktad. It's your personality, 90% is personality, and 10% dash of skincare. Ganon. Kasi doon ka titingnan ng brands. Doon ka titingnan ng PR department ng maraming brands out there. So, ayun.
Also another thing that I learned, try not to make it about you. Kasi ako before, akala ko as a content creator, I create content for myself because it's my channel. Like, people will want to watch me. But that's not exactly true. Like, people want to watch if they have something to gain from what you're showing. So, for me, I think the biggest change that I had to do, and that really helped me, was to stop making it about myself. And like, what can people learn from what I have to offer? Like, what value am I bringing them? And when it started being about that, like with Cam Confidence Radio, when it started to be more audience-centric, when my TikTok became more audience-centric, then that's when people started tuning in because they know na at the end of the day, like even if wala si Ayn Bernos, but yes, of course, meron si Ayn Bernos because it's my personality, pero the lessons are stuff that they can bring with them even outside of the platform. And ayun nga, when you bring value, it's hard to parang ruin that engagement, ruin the viewership kasi it's all about the lessons and not not about you. Parang it's hard kasi to take it personally. Kailangan meron kang clear boundary of like, this is me as a person, as an individual, and this is me as a content creator. And they don't need to be different naman completely, pero you need to have clear boundaries because that's how viewers will be able to see na I'm following for the value. I'm not following a celebrity. Kasi meron naman talagang sikat na tao na people follow them because they're funny, their personality is great.
Right.
Like Mimiya, for example. We love Mimiya. Like, I will watch Mimiya no matter what. Pero not all of us can be Mimiya. Just saying.
Right.
Like, ako, feeling ko, I don't think I'll be able to do that. So, instead of just trying to put myself as a personality out there, I wanna put first, yung as in pina-prioritize ko talaga is yung learnings, yung values, yung lessons. And I think it's better that way, more sustainable rin than trying to get famous as an individual.
And it's also mas strategic siya if you start teaching something. Kasi yun nga, ako, I really value my time, and honestly, sobrang rare lang yung mga occasions na leisurely checking lang ako ng ibang mga ng ibang mga accounts. Pero ayun, if I can learn from a person, if I can gain something, if this person teaches me something sa buhay ko, yes, I would subscribe. Kasi nga, again, I'm very mindful of the accounts and influencers that I follow. Yeah, but speaking of teaching, it's another passion that you can really, really monetize aside from putting yourself out there on social media. Yung yoga teacher ko is a very good example. So, she pivoted from teaching yoga teaching sa studio ng yoga, and she pivoted into teaching on Zoom. Ganon. So, I think if you're very proficient with something like yoga, violin, guitar, I think you can offer your services one-on-one, ganyan. Kasi, especially one-on-one coachings, one-on-one sessions, kasi mas may mas premium yung pwede mong ma-charge dun. So, if
Do
you're
you
really...
have one-on-one ba yung with your yoga teacher?
Yes, oo. One-on-one yung yoga
Ang
teacher
social naman
ko.
nito, one-on-one pa yung yoga niya.
Pero
Yamanin goals.
hindi, ang gusto ko doon is yung accountability. Kasi usually kapag kunwari, YouTube channel na yoga lang, pwede mo siyang ma-shutdown eh. Parang you can easily flake on yourself kapag wala kang accountability partner. Pero yun nga, dahil nga gusto kong maging goal na at least I have to have 3 yoga sessions within the week. Dahil nga nasa goals ko siya, nandito sa harap ko by the way, for 2021, I needed to commit. I needed to be accountable with this. Tsaka, gusto ko rin na very personalized. I think yung nangyari with Sandro, sa'yo.
Okay,
diba?
makes sense.
Yeah. Kasi, yun nga, it's accountability na, nagbabayad ako dito, hindi ako pwede mag-skip. Yun. So, ang nakakatuwa pa dito sa yoga teacher ko, if you cancel less than 24 hours, forfeited na yung bayad mo. So, kapag tinamad ka ng gabi, na ayoko nang hindi pwede. Tapos sasabihin mo sa kanya na, hindi na po ako a-attend kasi ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Wala, forfeited. So, ako,
sayang.
Bilang the kuripot and mindful spender, as I call myself a mindful spender, aka kuripot, I cannot put that go to waste. I cannot let that go to waste. So, talagang pushed ako na hindi. Kaya ko mag-yoga kahit tinatamad ako ngayon, kahit ang sakit ng katawan ko. Kailangan ko mag-yoga kahit puyat ako. Ganun. Kasi nga, may accountability and binayaran ko kasi. Yun,
Yeah.
Teaching talaga. Yoga. Meron akong friend, violin teacher siya. So, dati. So, ngayon, nagtuturo daw siya through Zoom. Yan,
Galing.
Zoom siya nagtiteach ng violin. Although it's really, really challenging daw kasi she teaches kids. Pero, ayun, naitatawid naman daw niya. At mas okay din yung pay na hindi na niya kailangan umalis ng bahay at i-risk yung sarili niya sa one-on-one sessions. Physical one-on-one sessions. So, ayun. If you
Tsaka
are, go ahead.
if you're an expert at something and you're really passionate about something, it's not just so like yes, you earn money from it because you charge your students, pero more than that, you get to share your passion with them and nakakatulong ka rin. Like teaching is such a noble profession and it goes beyond teaching in school. Like you can teach whatever your expertise is. Halimbawa, magaling ka sa building websites. You can help small business owners, by holding a webinar or I remember during the start of the pandemic, wala akong maambag sa lipunan. So I did like a public speaking workshop
Yeah,
kasi
oo
yun
nga
lang yung
pala,
skill
oo.
ko. Parang yun lang yung skill ko na I think people will be paying for. So I did that. Tapos na-realize ko, oh my gosh, nga no, like I could be charging for this.
Totoo.
Ayun. So if you're an expert at something, maybe you can teach that.
Yeah, and you can also do or hold consultations as well. Like if you are really, really good in creating brands and if you have the time for it, you can actually charge companies or brands for consultations. If you're really good with marketing, if you're really good with social media. Kasi maraming mga small business entrepreneurs like us na sobrang kailangan ng tulong sa ibang mga departments. Like for example, HR, ganyan. Kunwari, I am actually on the phone last night with my HR friend for consultations and sabi ko, i-bill mo ako dito dahil I cannot I cannot live with this na hindi mo ko ibibill, ganon. Kasi, yeah. Kaya
So how does
maraming
that
mga
work, madam?
hourly.
Yung like hourly. Like they
Oo.
have a fee. Tapos
They have a fee hourly or kapag may projects per project, ganon.
Interesting. Tapos what do? They just parang like you set up a meeting with them, then they answer your questions, ganon?
Yeah, oo. Ganon siya. Tapos, kasi maraming small business owners or maybe large companies as well na kailangan din talaga ng mga ganitong tulong. Kaya I think you can also be strategic with that.
Okay. Ngayon, iniisip ko na, saan na kaya ako pwede mag-consult? Inisip ko na lahat ng consulting na pwede ko gawin / ipagawa.
How to niche down? Ay, ikaw ang magko-consult or ikaw ang magiging
Both.
consultant?
Both. Ang dami kong i-consult / gustong magano.
Yeah.
Interesting.
True.
Okay, I'm learning so much. I'm still learning.
Same. Ako nga, sabi ko nga, kapag magkaka-time na ako, yun actually, yung isa kong gustong i-monetize, yung gusto ko i-share yung passion ko about branding, about business, kasi alam ko na I can bring so much on the table. Wow, ang yabang na naman. Ano ba yan?
Pero totoo naman. Totoo naman kasi.
Yeah, I have a lot of things in my head na gusto kong i-share sa mga small business owners. Hence, I'm doing this. It's a future project for me na magkaroon ng e-course in terms of creating your own brand, blah, blah, blah. So, ayun pa pala e-courses na pwede mong i-put out there. And
Yeah, maybe you have your own skill share class, diba?
Ay, oo nga. Ano pa ba?
What else? Ano naman, like things you can turn into a product. If you're doing something naman for yourself, like, I have a friend who, pakita ko sa inyo. Wait lang. Wala pala dito. Hindi ko pala dala. Pero I have a friend who does like beaded eyewear holders and mask holders. And she does it for fun. Like, I remember si Kyla. Hi, Kyla, if you're listening.
Hi, Kyla.
She used to do, she also did like baking for a while. And then she started doing the eyewear holders. And then she also did like clay earrings, ganyan. So, these things na she just does for herself kasi it's fun for her. Because selling those, as simple as selling those, there's something so empowering and so fulfilling with being able to create something and then having people buy it because they see value from it. Ang saya ng feeling.
Totoo. I actually have a friend as well na nasasayang siyang bumili ng mga tingi-tingi kasi she does soaps. She creates soaps. Tapos, kapag kailangan na niya personally ng soaps niya, gagawa siya ng isang batch. But when she does an entire batch, parang too much naman for her. So, kapag yung mga sobra, yun yung binibenta niya. As in, hindi naman niya kinakareer. Wala lang. Sobra ko lang to, so why not sell it anyway? So, ayun.
That's super cute. Also, soaps are just so therapeutic. I love soaps.
Totoo.
Soaps, candles. And these
Ano
are
pa ba?
things you can learn on YouTube.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, like you can figure out how to DIY things and then you can sell that.
True. I actually learned how to do my gel polish at home through YouTube. Kasi
Ang
nahiya
saya.
ako magtanong sa mga nail tech na paano po yan? Paano po ginagawa? So parang ako naman si YouTube or Google, kaya ko to, ganun.
YouTube University is the way to go.
It's the key.
Nakakatawa, sorry. I've been rubbing my shoulder kasi ang sakit talaga ng ano ko. Ang sakit ng katawan ko. So I was like, parang ako matandang nag-rub ako ng Vicks. Baka naman.
I love it.
Anyway, oh my gosh. Fitness as a passion means masakit ang katawan mo lagi.
True.
Let's talk about worksheet.
Worksheets of the day.
So, madali lang yung worksheet natin for this week. We just want to declare something with you guys. So, fill in the blanks. My passion is blank. And this year, my passion will pay for itself by blank. So, parang, if you want to monetize something and you're waiting for the push, this is the push, guys.
This is the sign.
Tell us how you're gonna do it.
Yep.
Ano natin? Ikaw muna.
Sige. Ako, ano ba sa akin? Today, I declare my passion in... Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Sige. Okay. Okay. Today, I declare that my passion in creating brands will pay for itself by December 2021.
Because
anong because ko? What's my
I
why?
hindi why. I mean, like, your strategy, parang
Yeah.
by blank and by doing blank.
Okay, my strategy for having my passion in building brands. Ano daw yung English ko? Okay. So ang strategy ko dito para mo-monetize ko yung building brands kasi 'di ba gusto kong gumawa ng e-course for brands. So this year I wanted to do a skeletal system for the course and then maybe create focus group discussions already kung paano ba 'to magfa-fly, kung ano ba yung gagawin, blah blah blah. And dapat ma-release ko siya or makapag-create na ako ng content before the end of the year. Maybe I can start it by September.
Exciting Coach
stuff
Rizza
ahead.
LANA-SEBASTIAN.
No, please don't call me coach. Ang weird talaga ng coach. Please call me Rizza only or Madam.
Madam talaga.
By the way, napag-usapan natin sa last meeting natin na we should call everyone listening and watching and supporting Camp Confidence Madams. So we are all Madam. We are all Madam
That is
now
who we are
here
now.
in the community. Sa bagay kasi ganun din
So,
naman tayo
mga
tinatawag
madam.
sa Instagram. Yan, mga madam.
True.
Ikaw, Madam Ayin, ano ang iyong declaration for this? Kailan ba? For your passions.
For my passion, okay. I am passionate about creating... Ano ba? Oh my gosh, nakakakaba. Kinabahan ako bigla. Okay, na-feel ko na yun. I think, okay, for this one, I think I wanna I think I wanna say my YouTube channel. I am really passionate about creating videos. So, my goal, kasi right now, it's earning, but it's not earning as much as I want it to earn. But this year, my passion will pay for itself by... First of all, I want to be able to cross promote all of my work through the different platforms. Since I'm gaining more traction on TikTok and I'm gaining more traction on Facebook, I want to be able to utilize those para yung content ko sa YouTube is maging mas maraming ma-reach na tao and mas maraming matulungan na tao. Because I really, really, really want like longer form videos to take over. Kasi yun naman talaga yung gusto ko gawin. So, I'm gonna do that by uploading once a week, by, sticking to my schedule, having my editor help me, hindi na ako ano. And lastly is content planning na hindi ko siya ginagawa. Before kasi, I would just do kung ano man yung kung ano na yung maisipan ko. Pero now I think, kung ano man ginawa natin sa Camp Confidence, because I think it really worked how we plan Camp Confidence. May seasons tayo and everything. I think I'm gonna do that for my YouTube channel as well. And hopefully, mas maging consistent and we can really grow. We'll get to our 100,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. I just know we can do it.
Yes! Kayang-kaya yan, madam.
The confidence.
Gosh. Huge goals. Huge, scary goals. I love it.
But that's how we are. Kailangan talaga nakakatakot ang goals because that's when you know that it's big enough for you to be fighting for it.
Yes. Super duper true.
Ayan. So that being said, if you guys want to share with us your manifestations and your declarations of your goals and your passion projects, what you want to do with them, use our worksheet. It'll be up on @Camp Confidence Radio, so you can get it. And then tag us also so we can read your answers. That's @Bernos and @Rizza Lana.
Yes, thank you guys so much for always answering our worksheets. We love you.
We love you. Okay, now, speaking of we love you guys, meron kaming nagawang
ganap
kasalanan. Charot. Okay, ito na naman guys. So, hello, thank you to our friends at Studio for allowing us to share our favorite products with our community. So that being said, we are doing an extension of our ET giveaway. Our Studio ET giveaway is having an extension. So we will be announcing our winners next week. And if you guys want to join, all you have to do is to follow @Studio, @Camp Confidence Radio, @Ayn Bernos, and @Rizza Lana on Instagram. And comment the Studio color you'd like to win, plus your takeaway from episode 9 or episode 10. So whether it's last week or this week, just comment what your lessons and takeaways are. And share this post on your IG stories as well. And we will be announcing the winner on the next episode of Camp Confidence.
Yes! And for our friends over at Studio, they will be having a promo for Studio Neo naman. One of my favorite products from Studio. There will be a free case available. So if you buy from their website, you will be getting a free case which is available from May 10 to June 6. That's May 10 to June 6. Plus you get 15% off when you use our code CAMP15. That's CAMP 15 upon checkout. Free delivery worldwide.
Yeah.
Thanks, Studio. We love you.
Thank you guys so much, Studio. And thank you everyone for listening. Again, this has been Camp Confidence Radio. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Stay
Have
confident.
a great week ahead. Lovely people. Bye.